Good morning. Today is a really special day. It's a little cold in here today, not normal. But anyway, today is a really special day. I feel something moving in me, and I had to share it. It is 5 o'clock in the morning here. I woke up maybe like 2 hours ago, and lately I've been sleeping straight through. The other night I didn't. I kind of woke up and things were going through my head, and today at around about 3:30, my mind would not stop racing. And it was a good race though. It was like, you know what you have to do. You put your message out there when you're sad, all your pain. Go, get up. But it was just too early for me to be moving around, and my husband would probably be like, where you going or whatever. But this is my normal time that I get up lately to reflect and have my time with God before everybody, well, it's not everybody, but before my husband can get on my nerves, or while he's getting ready for work or whatever. Take that time just to be with the Lord to get my day started off. But I'll get to my Bible study when I'm done. This because I feel that this is from the Lord. So out of the blue, I feel as though that I do have a task, a mission to go on with this whole, child sexual abuse, molestation, all of that, because I've experienced it. I'm not the only one that has experienced it, not even in my family, as you guys know from past videos. But it's this one abuser that I just can't seem to shake. And I am triggered like crazy with him. He disrupts my life. He has disrupted my life the most out of anybody that has abused me over these last few years, because of his resistance to even himself admitting that he did it. I don't know if he's admitted it to himself, but I know that the bash that he gives me in public to people that online and stuff, it just was irking my soul. But today when I say irking my soul, I can't even feel what I normally feel in me. Normally it's like an earthquake and volcano beaming. When I just said that, I'm trying to just explain of how I used to feel, but I'm not feeling it. Today is the day that I forgive him. Not once have I said that I forgive him. You're forgiven. If anybody shared this video with you, I have forgiven you. Now it's between you and God. Because what I've come to realize is that judges and juries of men get things wrong all the time. They accuse the wrong and don't accuse the guilty. We read about it. I can't worry any longer about who believes me and who doesn't. But what I do know is I won't go back. I already know who people are, and I have order for me to move forward. I have to shut the door on some things for my mission, and that's things and people. And that's what I'm doing. I had a conversation with my mom, and she brought up how she knew that I wasn't healed when I first told her I was healed. It hit me for like a day, and I called her back, and because it resonated with me, and I was like, well, I texted her back because I just wanted it all laid out right as I wanted to state it, because when I talk, sometimes I go, everything else be going on in my mind, and I'll ramble about that instead of going right to what I want to say. So basically, I gave her an instance of a person getting stabbed. They hospitalized, they getting stitches, they need antibiotics. Then eventually they heal. That wound, the doctor clears you. Once the stitches are out, you go back, no infections, you're healed. That wound is healed. But then just so happened, no, I don't care if it's a week, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, you get stabbed again. In that same spot. You can't tell me that because I wasn't healed at one point, that when I said I was healed, I wasn't. Because I was. That's what was going on. But with that instance I gave you, somebody cut somebody open again and just so happened in the same spot, so that wound was reopened and they had to heal again. With me, the triggers reopens my wounds, my hurt, my trauma. So when I'm getting to a point where as though I'm going to the higher power and asking them to assist me with this, because I can't do it by myself. It's not people that can do it, because the triggers are real. Trauma is real. I felt it, but I'm dying with it. I can't do that anymore. Yesterday was such a good day for me. Like, I've been having some good days lately, but yesterday was just a good day. And it's not like things around me have really changed. There's still issues in my life. There's still problems in my life, in my family, in my marriage, everything. But yesterday was just a fantastic day. It's just all about perception and what you radiate and what you put out. I can't control anybody else around me. I can't control what they do, how they feel. Only thing I can control is me and my emotions, and I'm learning that. It's just like I watched this sermon, and when Jesus tried to go into the city, and they rejected him. Matter of fact, let me get these notes real quick. Just real quick. I just want to go over this. They in Luke chapter 9, verses 52 to 56, the disciples were like, you're not going to say anything, because people were going against Jesus, didn't want him there. Jesus didn't do it. He is left from where he was rejected. He didn't force it. I said, so if Jesus does that, who am I? I'm not God, I'm not Jesus. I can't force it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my message out there. I'm going to keep speaking about it. This is what I feel that I'm destined to do. We can't keep hurting ourselves because of other people's choices, and we have to try to find a way to eliminate it. I know it's not going to go away because it's been around forever. And then again, miracles, I don't know what miracles out there. I don't know what the future holds for this whole child sexual abuse, molestation, rape, and all. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that I'm going to use my story, my pain, my trauma to help somebody else. And at this point, it's at first I was just all about us that's been abused. I've been thinking, how do we help those that have these thoughts before they do their first offense, before they act on it? Or how do we help somebody that has done it? How do we get them to truly repent and know that it's wrong and not to do it again, even if they have those bodily urges? Because we don't know why they do that. It's the same way we don't know why somebody's a heterosexual. We don't know why somebody's bisexual, pansexual, any of these new things. We don't know why people are attracted to what they're attracted to. But when it is something that is a violation, such as you taking sex from someone that is not willing to give it to you, that is a urge or a part of you that's not right. You can't take what somebody's not giving to you. That's their body. That's not yours. That's what they have to live with. Their mental, their psyche. We can't do that. And for those of us that it's being done to, we have to learned that we have to speak up. It doesn't matter. Somebody's going to hear us. And keep the evidence. Keep it. DNA is real these days. Keep the evidence. Saliva, the sperm, their touch, anything. Keep it. Their prints that be on your skin, they can use all of that. Science is here these days. And don't let them do it to another person because you didn't say anything. That is one of the things that was burning me up as well. With this one that I couldn't forgive, I wasn't the only one. And then a few people that I spoke to, it happened after me. And I felt, I carried it as if I would have just said something, I could have saved that person. But I didn't. But it's not my fault either. The same way it wasn't my grandmother's fault that it happened at her house. She didn't do it. They did it. But please, guys, just know that God is good. I gotta tell you one other thing. I found snake skin out back in our enclosed patio area. My husband did not see it. He goes out there every single day. In the morning, when he comes home from work, on the days he's off, in and out there all day and night, because that's where he smokes his cigarettes. I so happened was ready to go out there to clean up that area because I seen that he had stuff out there. I didn't want out there. I wanted to go sweep and straighten it up. I opened the door and I saw the snake skin. So I closed the door, but I was like, oh, in case I run a snake. But my husband wasn't here, so I was gonna handle it when he came. I called him, he didn't answer his phone. I called his work phone, I called his personal phone, he didn't answer. By the time he called me back, after his meeting, I forgot really what I was calling him for. So that night, I was asleep and I woke him up. I was like, oh, Robert, I know. Snake skin is out back. Where you sit? And he was like, okay, I'll look at it tomorrow. The thing is, I just had this conversation with another girlfriend that had a snake, and I was, just not too long ago, she seen a snake in her yard. And I was like, oh no, I would've died, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't gonna put myself out there because I don't know what type of snake it was. But I wasn't afraid, like I wasn't afraid in my house to find one. It's crazy. Then it was snake skin. My husband, got it up or whatever. It definitely was snake skin when he went out there and got it. And but that's rebirth. That is transformation. It's a sign of all that. And I'm like, all these signs are coming to me, and I just gotta recognize them and feel, and then the Spirit of God is it, guys. I'm telling you, this is like no other time in my life, how I'm feeling. Give God a chance, guys. Give God a chance. You have to. It's so much stuff that we go through in life, not just what I've gone through. People go through other things that are damaging to them. But what we all need to realize that your losses and your traumas, you can't compare it to someone else and say, well, that's just that. No, trauma is trauma. It's our psyche. And then it comes to perception. But I don't know what my future holds. I definitely don't. But I do know what today holds, and that I have faith in God, and that this mission or task or whatever you want to say, that I think that was predestined for me in this whole thing of pain that I've had, I'm good with it. I'm ready now. And yes, the pedophile is forgiven.